Hi everyone, it's Nat from Studio Hacks here, and it's been a while since I've done some music production videos, so I thought I would let you look over my shoulder, as it were, as I Melodyne a vocal in Logic Pro X. A few people have asked me to do a bit more of a long form video, just showing how I would Melodyne a vocal from start to finish. This is an old session that I'm just cleaning up and I want to produce it into a finished track. So if you want to see how I would Melodyne the vocal, as I would just do in my day-to-day work, stick around and you can watch that right now. I've got the vocal here on this track. You can see on the info pane here that I've got a few. I haven't really started mixing this track. And what we want to do is first, this is the lead vocal here. It's quite short. It's not really long. These are the verse vocals, and then there's some chorus vocals. So I'm just going to do the verse vocals. And first I need to apply the Melodyne plugin. So I'm going to make sure I've got the info view, or we can do this on the mixer view. It's a bit easier if we just use the info view right here. And we want to hover our mouse all the way at the top because we want Melodyne to be the first in the signal chain. So let me find audio units, ceremony, Melodyne, and mono for the mono vocal. So because this is first in the signal chain, the audio will pass through this first, and we need to print the audio into Melodyne before we can start editing it. So to do that, we simply hit transfer, and then you don't have to start at the very start. You can just start somewhere before the vocals and hit play. I will join back when this is finished printing. I need to play it all the way through to the end. You can say what you want, I won't believe you. Okay, the audio is now printed into Melodyne, and the Melodyne plugin will become the new source of the audio, not the clips from the track. So I don't have too much to fix on this. I just want to tighten this vocal up a bit, and I can usually listen to it just in the Melodyne editor. Now, if all your notes are in a line, it means that the algorithm thought that it was percussive for some reason. Sometimes it can stuff up, and you need to make sure that it's set to melodic. So you can just change the default to melodic if you're only ever doing vocals. So if you change it to melodic, it will redetect. So that's the little shout at the start. And I like to go in nice and close and set the zoom so I can see these notes really closely. And I'm just going to go through and start tightening this up. So I right click to get the pitch tool. I mainly use the pitch tool and the note separation tool. You can say what. So that one's just a bit flat. If you want to hear what it sounds like, so I'm just hitting, I'm double clicking in the Melodyne editor to hear just there. But if I want to hear it in the context of the song, I can just play the song as well. You can say what you want. You can say what. So I'm going to split the tool, split it, double click on it with the pitch. You can say what you want. I'm not going to be too fussy with this vocal. What you want, I won't believe you. So sometimes the notes, even though they're like different notes, they like join into one big clump. So I tend to split them. I won't believe you. I won't believe you. Believe you. I won't believe you. You're
Your eyes are talking to. Your eyes are talking. Talking to.
So I'm just going to chop that up.
Your eyes are talking to. Eyes are talking too loud.
The other one I use is the pitch modulation tool and the pitch drift. Flattens it out a bit.
Too loud. Talking too. Eyes are talking too loud. Too loud. Your body.
It's a bit sharp. If you're having trouble hearing whether the note's sharp or flat, sometimes it helps to just hit the play button in Logic.
I won't believe you. Your eyes are talking too loud. Your body's.
That your is sharp.
Your body's telling. Your body's.
So there are numerous ways you can use Melodyne. There's plenty of different techniques you can do the whole lot, but I'm just basically showing you this is exactly how I Melodyne a vocal when I'm doing it.
Your body's telling me you're so. You're so. Is telling me you're so. You're somewhere else.
That bottom note's flat.
Else. You're somewhere. Somewhere. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Your body's telling me you're somewhere else. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Another.
Sometimes if you push it too far, you can hear it sounds a bit weird.
Another.
Starts to sound tuned.
Another empty.
So sometimes I leave some of those alone.
Another empty. Another empty glass. Empty glass. Another empty glass. Another empty glass. Another cigarette. Cigarette. Another cigarette. The rain is kissed. The rain is kissing. The rain is kissing. The rain is kissing your lips, kissing your lips, an evening.
So you can see if you're doing a big vocal, this will actually take a fairly long time. Sometimes it's one of the most time-consuming things, melodyning a vocal, but if you really want that perfection, you really want to get it on a fine grain, this is really the only way to do it.
An evening I regret where, an evening I regret where have the
Now, I think there's a note that's out of time here.
cigarette on. The rain is kissing your lips, an evening I regret.
I think that's a bit early.
An evening I
So we can use the timing tool, and I like holding down, I think it's Option, to get the really fine level of timing and the start there.
An evening I regret kissing your lips. An evening I regret.
So there's some pitch issues there.
An I regret. An evening I. An evening I. And I regret where.
It's flat.
An evening I regret where. And I regret where have the days gone? Have the days
Use the pitch modulation tool to even out some of those wobbly notes.
have the days gone?
This song was recorded in GarageBand, funnily enough, so like there's a few weird edits on the vocals. It's not super duper professional, but we can still do something with it. So also you can see the fatness of these is quite a bit more. So you can select just a bunch of notes using the amplitude tool, and you can, if you've got some loud notes, you can actually make them a bit softer or a bit louder. This is how sometimes I get rid of breath noises. So you can just sort of chop in and around a breath noise like this.
Where have the days?
So I can use the amplitude tool on that little breath noise to just make it quieter.
Where have the days gone?
I think that funny vocal glitch will just fall away into the mix, hopefully. So if we listen to it in the mix,
Have the days gone?
yeah, it's not that noticeable.
Have the days gone?
Not sure what happened there.
Kissing your lips. Have the days gone? It's gone. Gone. Has it all gone?
So the end of that little vocal thing, it's a bit pitchy.
Gone.
A little bit pitchy, as our friend Rumi would say.
Has it all gone? Has it all gone? All gone. Gone. Has it all gone? Have the days gone? Has it all gone? Why are you?
Okay, so now there's just one more verse to do. So I'll bring up the Melodyne plugin again and have a quick listen.
I love the smell of the night.
Just smooth this out a little bit.
I love the smell of the night. I like the smell of the night. I like to hide away. Love the night. I love the night. I love the smell of the night. I like to hide away. Like to hide away. Hide away. Hide away. When everything is
It's a bit flat there.
when everything is transposed. When everything is transposed into a everything is transposed into a different key. It's to a different key. It's
The first half of this note is flat. You can see on the pitch line there. So I'm just going to chop it up and then double click on it with the pitch tool to snap it into the middle.
A different key, it's waiting there for you.
That's a bit sharp, that note there.
Waiting there for you. 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 For you. It's waiting there for you. It's waiting there for you.
I think that's
there for you. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Trying to get a bit fancy there.
It's waiting there for you.
I think that'll be all right. Let's have a quick listen to that.
I love the smell of the night. I like to hide away when everything is transposed into a different key. It's waiting there for you. It's waiting there for you.
So there we go. That's how I Melodyne vocals. I've just done a little bit of session cleaning up here, changed some of the colors. So I know which ones are vocals. I got 3 more vocal tracks, and I'll do the exact same thing. I'll go through each one of those. I will disable any pitch correction that I have on them. I will pop in the Melodyne plugin. You can actually you can pop it on all 3 tracks. You can pop the Melodyne Ceremony Melodyne on all 3 tracks. Make sure it's always first in the chain, and then I can actually hit play right here, and that will grab the audio from all these 3 channels at once rather than doing it all separately. So there's a little look over my shoulder on how I would Melodyne a vocal. If you do want to take your Melodyne to the next level, I do have a course with about 3 hours of content with all sorts of cool things in Melodyne, creating harmonies when you haven't got any recorded, making it sound like auto-tune, and some advanced features. There's plenty of content in my course. I'll leave the link in the description. I hope you enjoyed this more long-form content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.